Hi, hello. It's Priscilla here, and today I'm gonna show you my web application, Jar's Garage. It's pretty cute for a garage, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So here is the home page, and we are gonna see the overview of this presentation. So the topics of this presentation will be the introduction, the project scope, technologies that were used, database, back-end, front-end, and challenges. So, what the presentation is about. Jar's Garage is an application for a small garage with a small shop. In this presentation, we are going to see a little bit of the process of doing this application since the planning to the final result. So the final result will be the web application. The technologies that were used in the project was Python, the programming language. I used with the Django web framework. For the front end, jQuery, JS, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. And the Stripe payment method. These were the technologies, and also the SQLite, which is already built inside the Django. Alright. About the project scope, I'm using two methodologies, Agile, which is really common in the companies, according to my research, and Waterfall, which is pretty common too. It's kind of a classical one, but I think the companies they are using more Agile nowadays. First of all, I did a chart, a Gantt chart, to put all the tasks that I was going to achieve and see the big picture of my project. And then I used the benchmarking to have an idea that what I could do, because I didn't know like how a garage could be. So I researched about other garages, other websites, just to have an idea, and I did the benchmarking and trying to apply for my project. The database, which was Trick, this one is the final one, but in my reporting I put the initial database diagram. The bookings was tricky to figure it out, but yes, I think it's pretty cool. With the bookings, the products, the users, shop cart orders, view appointment, staff and administrator. So for this, to determine the entities and the attributes, I first thought about one thing, and then while I was coding I just changed it. So this is the final diagram for my database. Alright, then here I'm gonna show you my backend. So here is Django inside the PyCharm, and it is kind of ionic with the folders, so the folders, they are connected with each other. The migrations is the database, so all the updates and changes will be there. The template folder holds the HTML, so for each Each entity, because I created the folders according to my entities, will hold a HTML. The modules, they hold this file will hold the object. So all the classes, they are built inside the modules. As we can see here, here's the class. The URLs is the path for each folder which will connect, and the views will work as our controller. The MVC, for example, will hold on the functions, right? So all the time we see def in Python, it is a function, right? For Django, we use the MVT, module, view, and templates. So the template will hold the front end. All right. Here in the settings, we have some paths that will also connect the folders. So all the time I need to code in the settings of the project and in the module and the views and the URLs. It's important to show that here in the cart session ID inside the settings is the piece of code, that the key that I put for the payment method. This code I took from the website, the Stripe website. I created an account. Here's the invoice, for example, the invoice file inside the orders folder. So we have the HTML. So for all of them, it's kind of the same. Some of the folders, they have different files. Like for example, for products, we have a folder called features that will hold a JSON file with the products and the categories. But it's pretty easy. It's not too difficult. And all the migration is the database, and some folders will have different kind of files, but for all of them we are gonna have a module, URL, and templates. Alright, so the views is controlling all the application, and it is controlling the backend, so all the functions will be there. Alright, in Python we call functions. We also, inside the static folder, we have the CSS. So all the CSS it's in this sheet. So here we have the front end. I'm going to show you the website. Here is the home page. So you can sign up and create an account, register an account. Also, you can sign in. Here I'm gonna sign in with the administrator, the super user. Then I will be able to see more tabs. When you sign in, you go for the products page, where you can search the product by category, right? So there are a few of products. This one, there is no stock. If you go for the orders, we can see that it was ordered before, so now we don't have stock of this. So it's connected with the database and it is working. All right. So let's buy a product, right, and see the functionality of this part. We are able to remove the item, right? We can remove and come back to product, select again, and we can empty the cart as well. All right. So let's buy a product. Just clicking. So the one we bought, it's 0. The stock is 0, so we are gonna buy a product and pay for that. So here's just a mode test, right? So we just need to put the email and the default number for a card. So I'm always using this 42. Then you can just put any date in the future, any date and any number for any number for the CVC. So we pay for that, and it's working. All right. If we go, oh yeah, it has been successfully ordered. If we go to order, scrolling down, we can see the product that we bought. It's the last one, and we can print an invoice. Alright, so we do generate a PDF file. This PDF was generated inside the HTML. Alright. The invoice, I didn't figure out how to do an invoice for bookings and for products, so the invoice will be only for products or only for bookings. So here let's do a booking. We have this drop down selector, so we don't need to type, right? And if we try to select a Sunday, it will pop up this alert, so we can't select a Sunday. So if you put the Sunday, it will pop up this message and you won't be able, so you have to choose another day, right? The details is already saved, so the other details I used so far, they are saved, and I can just click and just choose and combine the items, right? You need to pay for this booking, right? Once we pay, we are gonna be able to see the bookings, right? Only the user, the super user, the administrator, will be able to see the bookings, the historical bookings, right? So here again, the default card and any date in the future and any number for the CVC. We pay for that, and then we are gonna see the booking and print an invoice. So it was created successfully. And if we go to orders, scrolling down, we are gonna see the bookings, right? All the bookings they have the same price, 100. So just put the same price. Actually, the prices, they are not realistic, but yeah. Then here, if we go to appointments, we can see all the appointments, right? If we go to orders, we can see all the orders. It's important to mention again, like the appointments only the administrator can see. So all the appointments, the mechanic assigned, the type of appointment, okay. And if we sign out, we can log in again with a different user, for example. Then we have the challenge. So the challenge was the backend. The backend was really difficult to achieve all the requirements. Also, coding Python was difficult. And even though Python was the first language that I had contact, I learned before this course in CCT. All the knowledge that I had, it was shallow, so it was really difficult to do this. And also learning a different framework, how it works. I didn't understand how the database worked, so then I figured it out. So it was pretty tricky. And solving the bugs and the errors all the time. I got errors all the time. I got stuck, stressed, overwhelmed. But yeah, I think I'm pretty satisfied with my project and the website. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much.